Hi, let's practice some challenges on stored procedures. It will be useful how to create, how to challenge, how to approach that client requirement. Let's see how to you will gain some knowledge how to approach that problem solving technique uh, by the logic given by client. See, here I created three. Here I provided three challenges. Let's practice these three. One challenge. You all know how the challenge, store procedure syntax. Create procedure name, parameters you have to assign, and as begin and as SQL statements and end. See note. First of all, here I am using two tables: bank transfer, bank's account and bank transactions tables. I will provide those two tables in description of this YouTube link. You just use just utilize those two tables, execute the two tables, and later it will work. Try to solve these challenges. See, create a table, create a stored procedure called create a store procedure called OES get quantity on hand that returns the quantity on hand in OES inventory tables for a given product ID and warehouse. See here what it is telling. I execute store procedure to return the quantity on hand, number of quantity on hand from product ID 4 and warehouse ID 2. Here it is asking how many quantity of hand we have for product 4 and product 4 from various out to how many products are there it is asking, right? So like simply just in parameters create a store procedure with the name get out hand get quantity on hand and give some parameters at the product ID and warehouse ID, data type integer, uh, and uh, and refer those parameters in where condition, and right simply like it's very simple. Let's see, I will show the solutions. Use sample database. Challenge 1: create a stored procedure on that name get quantity on hand and define the variables at the rate product ID and warehouse ID, product ID warehouse ID, and as and begin it's just how many quantity on hand is the product ID X and warehouse ID 2. X product ID for particular product ID from warehouse particular warehouse. So write the command statements, SQL statements like SQL quantity on hand. We want only quantity on hand column only from the inventories, and where product ID is equal to give that parameter value parameter, and warehouse is equal to give the parameter, and simply let's go, right? And you will get execute this. Just execute this. After creating that, if you change some any product ID 369 like that, you will simply get from product ID 1. No, not 7. Like this you will get the result, right? Let's go to second challenge. Create a store procedure called get current products. How many products are there from discontinued, some products discontinued column will be there. In that discontinued column where discontinued is equal to 0, discontinued are 0. So for that particular column discontinued 0 you have to filter out, and returns current products in the OS products table. In addition, define two parameters. See, define two parameters at the rate of product name and list price, product name and list price, right? and give the decimals, and this is for varchar, product name is varchar, right? And give the condition for that product price condition less than the given parameter value. Execute the store procedure and return this value for maximum price 70, and we want such the drone particular product name uh, for product name. How to see challenge by using a like operator, how to give the product name, where product name is equal to product name like this anamata. Also include another condition, where condition. In that where condition, see maximum price. I will show that procedure. See here, product name, we define the variables product name and max price. I define, and as begin select product id, product name, list price from products where discontinued is equal to 0, and product name like how it should be named, like percentage symbols plus at the rate product name, which product name we want to set, that product name we have to give here that parameter, and list name less than maximum price. If you give 700, it gives some below 700 equal to 700 or less than 700, list price details it will give, right? See, execute this finally. See, like this, I given drone, product name drone, and list price 7 below 700. It searches for drone name where drone is there, and list price list price will be less than 700, right? In this way you can achieve. Second challenge, right? Third challenge, create a store procedure called transfer funds. Then here it is asking that transfer funds or store procedure he want. uh, we have to transfer balance from one account to second account, and we have to maintain the history of the balance sheet, right? Here we have to give that first account withdraw, from which account you want to withdraw, that account id parameter, and which account you want to deposit, that account id parameter, and transfer, how much amount you have to transfer. These three you have to define. For suppose if you want to transfer amount from your account to your friend account, first of all you have to give your account and your friend account, deposited account, and how much amount you have to transfer. These details you have to provide. So for this you have to create, and just for example, transfer $100 from Anne's bank account to Bob's account, right? Here see, here this account is there, four members, four accounts are there. From here Anne's balance reducing, after creating this, executing that stored procedure, 100 from Anne's balance will be reduced, and $100 will be added to Bob's account, right? And these transaction details, insert the transaction details into bank transactions table. Here transformation id, transfer date transfer, it will auto generate identity. Here identity constraint we given, and transfer date time, it will get the system date. And here from account from account, which account, here we have to here in insert values, insert into these columns, and values we have given, right, at the rate of account id, at the rate of deposit id, and at the rate of amount, transfer amount. Here we have to define like that to fulfill these three columns. I will show you, don't get confused. Before starting that creating that store procedure, we have to use these transactions, like begin transformation, commit transformation. So commit transformation means whenever if there is no errors, even a single error is there, it did not commit that entire select statements. Uh, so that's why you have to use total statement should be correct, then only that transaction will be commit, and it will be saved, and it will get executed, right? So settings, provide these settings in the transfer for the third challenge. No, set no count on, uh, it prevents creating additional messages, and set exact about, if there is any errors in the statements, it will abort that entire transaction, right? Let's see how it could be. First of all, we have to update the first account. How to update the first account? Create a procedure of transfer funds and create three parameters: withdraw account, transfer account, deposit account, transfer account. And as see, setting that no count option stops to create additional messages. That's it. Exact about it, it stops while if you have any errors in that statements, right, about the entire transaction. And like, see, begin transaction you have to give. uh, so withdraw transfer amount from first bank. First of all, if you want to add amount from first account, second account, first of all you have to withdraw some amount from first account, right? So you have to update like that. How to update OAS bank accounts and set balance is equal to, how to set the balance minus transfer amount. How much amount you given, 200, 300, 400. The amount, total amount, that transfer amount, given amount will be reduced from balance amount, right? Where, from where, from which account? Account ID, which account? Withdraw account ID. Withdraw account ID you have to give. From withdraw account ID you have to give withdraw account ID number, and it will deducted. And add to which account? Second account deposit, same. Update, set balance is equal to balance for second account you have to update, right? Add. So add transfer amount, how much amount you want to add, that amount it will be added. And to which account? Second account number, which account you give, that account number it will be added, like that. And you have to put all these details, transaction history, to maintain all the transaction history. I have to put the values in OS bank transactions table. So insert values into OS bank transactions table is there, right? Bank transaction table. In the table here I already shown. See, bank transaction table. This is bank transaction table. Bank transaction ID, it will generate automatic IDs because identity constraint I given. And transformation date, it will give, uh, you will get from system date. And remaining details from account ID to account ID, from which account ID it is withdrawn and from which account it was deposited, how much amount it was deposited. So those details you will get by this. Insert values into bank transactions. From these columns you have to specify, and which values from which it will take. See, withdrawn account ID, which account ID you given, that account parameter, right? From it will take from that parameter. Deposit account ID, it will take from that parameter. And transfer amount, how much transfer amount, it will take from that parameter, right? And commit transaction, and go, it will be the segment, right? Go, it means it indicates that segment, right? For suppose, after executing that after executing that procedure, you will get results like this. See, for suppose, initially 1800. See, starting Ant's balance is 1800, Bob is 4000, right? So for suppose, one two for suppose, remove 800, withdraw 800 from Ann, transfer 800 from Ann to Bob. So how it could be? 800 will be less from Ann's account, and 800 will be added to Bob account. So it will be 4800, it will be 1000, right? Just execute. Completed. See, 1800 reduced from Ann's account, and 800 added to Bob's account. So if you want to transfer 1000 amount, so execute this store procedure, and see, the balance will be 0, right? So if you want to add money, withdraw from 2, withdraw from 1, add 1000 rupees or 12,000 rupees, 1200, execute. See, amount will be added 1200. So if you want to check that history, see how many latest was 1200, and previously we had transaction of 1800 C. Like this it maintains transaction history. Practice well these things, these three very useful stored procedures. We should have some knowledge on the stored procedure for interview purpose. It's very easy, very in-depth topic of SQL Server. See, later we will cover some more advanced topics like indexes, views, few more topics, 3 4 main topics are there. We will cover and we will close the course, right? Thank you.